Hi friends, welcome to Tasty Thursdays. Today we're going to be learning how to do tie-dye icing on our cookies. Please note that this video is not going over making the actual cookies. I've already made my favorite sugar cookies. I've included the recipe below in the description. You can use a different type of cookie if you have a different favorite cookie as well, but I find that these work out pretty well with the icing. So this is going to be instructions on doing tie-dye icing. The directions are also in the description. Let's move on to what we're going to need for this. Okay, there are a couple steps involved in making this icing. You can see everything that I have here. It's not going to be the first step, but let's just go over what we have. So we have our cookies that have already been made. I find that making your cookies and letting them cool helps with putting on the icing after, or else it kind of tends to just go off of the cookies if they're too warm. For the ingredients, we're going to be using icing sugar, milk, I have cashew milk, vanilla, and corn syrup. If you have a different icing recipe, you can do that too, but this is what we're doing today. I have a drying rack or cooling rack and a cutting board under it for putting my cookies on top afterwards. You can choose something like a plate though, if that's what you have at your home. I'm going to be mixing using my hand mixer. If you prefer using a fork for mixing, that's cool. Measuring spoons. And then later on in our recipe, we're going to need some different spoons and bowls, food coloring, plates. I'm going to be mixing all of my ingredients for the icing in a big bowl to start. So let's move on to our first step. To start, we're going to add a cup of icing sugar, 2 tablespoons of our milk, 1, 2 teaspoons of our corn syrup, 1, 2, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of our vanilla. If you'd like to use something different like almond extract, you can do that instead. Once we have all of these ingredients in our bowl, all 4 of them, then we can use our mixer on low to mix them all together. Great, that looks like it's all mixed together now. Once it's the consistency that you want, so you can either add some more icing sugar or corn syrup as well, just depending on what consistency you want, and you're all ready, then you can scoop the icing out into a couple different bowls. I'm going to be adding 2 colors, so I need 2 bowls. If you want more colors than that, then you're just going to have to add another bowl. Once your icing is divided into 2 separate bowls or more, you can add your colors. 1, 2, 1, 2. And stir that together. Once you've gotten the colors that you want to achieve, then we're all ready for the tie-dye process. So we're going to take another plate now. Just do a spoonful of one color and plop it on the plate. And then right over top of that plop, we're going to take our second color and do it on top. I like taking a toothpick, and then you can swirl it around. And you can see that you're starting to see the blue come out from under. You can create just little swirls. Give it a try. And then we can also see that we're getting some color mixture here and some purple. Once you're happy with your design, then you can take one of your finished cookies, flip it over, and then just plop it on top. You don't need your mussels. And I'm just swirling it kind of in the icing and then lifting it. And there you go. Tie-dye cookie. And there you have it. All of our tie-dye cookies are done, and they all look a little bit different from the way that we did our tie-dye print on them. It's important to remember that every 2 cookies, you're adding another scoop of icing on top of each other, 1 scoop of each color, so that you can do the process again, making a different pattern. Sometimes I find that if you do lots and lots of cookies on the same plate with that icing, that it starts to be kind of brown looking. So every like 4 or 5 cookies, I wipe the plate clean and have a fresh plate to start the whole process again with. Try and let these dry completely before eating them, or else they'll be a little bit runny. But there you go, something to impress your friends and family with. Thanks for tuning in for Tasty Thursdays as we made tie-dye icing for our sugar cookies. Be sure to check out tomorrow's video for Mindfulness Fridays. Bye guys!